What's up, Sprites? Austin here, and welcome to the Retro Rescue. We are continuing to go for our pile of games that we've had over the last few weeks. I've let them pile up because I've had quite a few videos in the pipeline, things that I've been doing on different projects. And yeah, we have been down to Sheerness today on the Isle of Sheppey, which is it's about just under 15 miles or so, I believe, from where I am now. And yeah, we've been down to our friends down at Tech Shop. We've seen Big John and Mark, so we're going to put a link in the description to their store or Facebook page, whichever one I put in there. And yeah, we got quite a haul from them this time. It was I spent a good few hours with them, and just chatting away, and they were just ripping through boxes. Mark literally walked through the door. He's the owner. He walked through the door. I'd already chosen a fair bit of stuff, but he walked through the door and he started going through boxes. And in his words, I've worked up quite a sweat. He literally got in and started pulling out boxes for me to look through. I looked through a lot of boxes that I'd already been through just to make sure that there wasn't anything that I missed, because there's nothing worse than just walking away and you have that moment of, did I miss something, or did I just not get something then because I'm looking at saving some money and stuff like that, which is a very good reason to not miss something, but to decide to not have something, because you're looking at money. And that is right, you have got to work to a budget. And to be honest, this particular haul I wouldn't have even done, but with the things that I do in my business, the different audio and video stuff that I do, I had a pretty good week, so I popped in, and it'd been a good over at least a month since I'd last seen them, so it stood to reason that they were probably going to have something new in, and they did, and they had a few bits that I hadn't even chosen yet. Now, so that's the TLDR, as it were. Let's get on with it. Right, so the first one's Game Boy, and I got picked up quite a few of these. I'm running out of space when it comes to Game Boy now. So what do we got? We've got Stargate, based on the movie, and this is an Acclaim game. So Acclaim are always good at doing movie tie-ins. I didn't mind them. I'll leave that one into in a minute. I might even leave those ones to in a minute. Right, what have we got? Kid Icarus. I'm going to have to hold these in this hand because obviously the footage is in... I've got to mirror the screen. That one. So yeah, Kid Icarus. Nice little platformer. Pretty good game. We like Kid Icarus. Now this one, on my CLZ app, I couldn't even get this one to load up. And this is that Space Station Silicon Valley. And I plugged this in. It didn't work first time. And I plugged it in. I just didn't get it. I haven't even played the other version yet, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. Hopefully the footage will speak for itself, but I didn't get it at all. Right, obviously I've used Jurassic Park. I knew this one was coming, so obviously done the What is Jurassic Park. So you've seen this version actually, but now I've used my footage up there. Now I do admit I did actually use my multi-cut to play this one because I wanted to see it, but I knew I was getting hold of it, so I felt justified in doing so. Donkey Kong Land 3. I think I've got one, but I don't think I've got two. If I was to look at my my CLZ app, it would probably tell me. We then have Tetris Plus. There's going to be a What is Tetris, let's face it. I've got it on so many different systems. Battleship. I don't think I've got this on anything else other than the Philips CDI. I know I've got it on that, and the artwork looks the same, so I'm guessing it's the same game. Now, a few more other Game Boy games here. Got Star Wars Yoda Stories. Now, we've got Rogue One, a Star Wars story. We've now got Solo, a Star Wars story. Is there going to be a Yoda Star Wars story? Is this preempting it? I know there's a possibility. There's always the possibility. We've then got Game & Watch Gallery. So this is going to be an interesting one. Obviously you're going to see the footage up in the corner there, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like actually myself, and actually what it plays like. And I'm playing, I tend to play these, sometimes I play on the Game Boy Player, but I tend to play them on my Game Boy Advance SP, which I'm still looking for a 101 with a backlit screen, because I can't see the screen half the time. Now this is a all colour 15 in 1 B. I'm not sure what that's about. I wonder whether it's an official Nintendo cartridge, because there's a I don't think it is, because if you look at the top of this cartridge, you can probably just about see it there, maybe, that it says Nintendo Game Boy. On the back there's a little block which you can't really see. There you go, you can just about see that writing there. It says made in Japan. Now this one doesn't say it, it says game. And on the back you've got that block. It doesn't have any writing in it. Has little writing underneath it. So I don't think this is an official. And it looks like it's got Pokemon graphics on it. It's got Tetris, Space Invaders, Super Mario apparently. So I don't think this is an official one. I've added it to my CLZ list. I've taken a photograph of it, but I don't think that is an official cartridge. Okay, so we've got some Game Boy Color games. We've got RoboCop. I've got another game of RoboCop on another system coming soon. Wario Land 3. If you're a fan of the Wario Land series, you will know what that one's all about, and it'll be in the imagery. Turok Rage Wars. I like the Turok series. I always remember the first one I played was the N64 Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and I absolutely loved it. We've got a few of those, so there's bound to be a What Is Turok. But in Avatar, the film Avatar, Turok meant Last Shadow. Does it mean that in this game, or is it just a word that they have used? And in Wacky Races, you always remember that with Dick Dastardly and Muttley and all those other characters, which I can't remember now. There's me saying you remember with these because that's all I can remember. But yeah, Wacky Races. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Let's put those to one side. I'm really curious still about that 15 in 1 cartridge. I should, it's got multiple games on it, so it should be interesting. Right, let's move on to the Mega Drive, which is my favourite system, as you know. Krusty's Funhouse. I did have this, and it was a fantastic game. It was so fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ah, love it. Okay. Thunder Force 2. So, jet plane games. We like flying games, these are pretty good. So we're going to keep to that thing, and we're going to move on to probably the flying game of all flying games, Afterburner 2. Bound to be an Afterburner style What Is at some point, just purely because. Now, as long as the footage is fairly clean, ha ha ha. Mortal Kombat 3, the Ultimate Fighting Game. So, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Now, I nearly didn't get it, but I got talked into it. Why not? Why not? Right, I've got number 2 of this on the Mega Drive and on the Genesis 32X. Virtua Fighter, this is Virtua Fighter 1. So I've now got this Virtua Fighter 1 and 2 on the Saturn. So there's bound to be a What Is Virtua Fighter. If you want to see that kind of thing, let me know. By Interplay, we've got Casper. It was cheap. I think I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd actually playing some Casper, and I don't know, it looked kind of fun, kind of cute. Right, I'm just going to break on this because I got this on the same day, literally before I went into Tech Shop. It was £1, movie studio party. I thought it looks kind of funky. I thought, why not? You give it a go for £1. Why not? You got to put some of these sort of things into the collection, haven't you? Right, let's move on to PS1. And speaking of one. And Mark couldn't really find out much about this. He was looking at One Man, but when I scanned it into CLZ, it did find it. It doesn't particularly go for a lot, but kind of lesser known, it would seem. Don't know why. Yeah, I did it again. Casper. I did it again. I bought it on both systems. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Again, it looked kind of cute. So, thought I'd give it a go. Right, Aardman. Chicken Run. I love Chicken Run. My wife loves Chicken Run. So, I thought I'd grab this. Again, I left the original game sticker on here. And that was from Choices. Anybody remember the store Choices? And this was 30 quid. Oh. Right, this wasn't a particularly early game, but it's game number 55 on the PS1, Descent. But this is one with the older cover, because the newer cover is very, very different. But yeah, the older cover. I actually prefer the older cover of this. It's much nicer. So yeah, kind of space fighting sim, very, very cool. Gauntlet. Everybody knows about Gauntlet, so Gauntlet Legends. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've got a few Gauntlet now. Bought one recently on the Mega Drive, which I didn't even know existed. We've got it on NES, SNES, and many others, so it's always worth a go. This I was always into on the PC, MechWarrior, and I used to love this. Very, very similar. There's a 32X game, which Heavy Metal or something. What was it called? Metalhead, which again is a MechWarrior game. And I've recently played Battle Core, which is on the Mega CD, which again is a mech game. You know, whether you know what is mech games or what is something like that. We've got one of these coming out soon. Pitfall. This is Pitfall 3D for the PS1, so a little bit of footage there. But there is a what is Pitfall coming. I think Pitfall Harry's been going for a while. We need to give him some airtime. Do you not think? If you don't, then let me know. Right, this one here, Roadsters, but this one's for the Sega Dreamcast. I thought I'd give this one a go. A nice racing game is always a good one, and me and my mate Sam love playing the Dreamcast games, especially the racing ones. He's a particular fan of Revolt, so we've played that on Dreamcast together. But there will be a video where you can just see him slamming the accelerator down on the N64. Right, nearly there. Just got a little pile of NES games to go. Now I had Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, but I don't mind multi-carts, but I kind of prefer to have the individual carts where I can. And because I can't play Duck Hunt, I'm not bothering with the whole CRT TV thing and then using the laser gun and all that. So I just wanted the game. So I'm selling my Duck Hunt Mario Brothers combo cartridge because I've now got Mario Brothers on its own. So I'm very, very happy to have that in my collection as a game. But I think I shouldn't have put this as low down in the pile. Now this one was a bit more difficult to find. The original Mario Brothers, the arcade game. Now I found it in the end on there, but I got this at the same time, and I don't think it's particularly rare. But it doesn't, not as far as value is concerned. I don't think it is anyway. But yeah, I got this as well. Obviously, these are all without boxes. If I did have a box, I'd be selling the box anyway, because all I'm caring about is what is in the game. But I'll tell you what, I think I have come to the conclusion that these are my favourite cartridges. They look like the top of the system. They've got, nice piece of artwork on the front. They've got a sideband, so if you've got them on your shelf on the side, you can see what's going on. And when it is in the machine, even though the machine is stupid, to have to push in, push down, stupid. So much to go wrong. Your cartridges are just supposed to be plug, play, no mechanics. Like a CD-ROM can go wrong. The lens assembly can go. The motors, the servos, all those little bits, for moving it forward, moving the lens up and down. All of this stuff, the magnets and all that. There's so much that can go wrong with a lens and mechanical assembly with that. But with cartridge, it's plug, play. You might have to do that. You might have to clean them. Oh, there's definitely a bit of dust in there. But by the push thing, you've added a mechanic that was totally unnecessary. It doesn't matter now. They're not doing it now. So it's not like they're going to listen to this and change it. They'll listen to this and go, hey, we sold millions of units, so we're all right. Nobody complained. No, but they're complaining now. But you can buy the 72-pin cartridge adapter. I've got one, but to be honest, what I find, if you are having trouble, little thing for you. If you are having trouble, when you put it in, so you've pushed your cartridge in, you've pushed it down. If it's not working, leave the flap open and just do this. So what it does is it moves the cartridge around. So make sure your system is off, because if you've got that flashing right, make sure your system's off when you do this. Do that. So what it'll do, it'll be nice and hard in there, but it'll move a little bit left, right. And that not only makes sure that the contacts are clean, but it also helps the 72-pin adapter that goes down and then makes contact on the bottom board. It helps it to bed in. So do that a couple of times. Just do that. Then turn it on. If it flashes, turn it off. Do it again. After a couple of times, it'll do it. And after a while, do you know what? It actually makes it every time you put a cartridge in. It works. Anyway, top tip. Right, Punch Out. We've got Punch Out. So obviously there was a Mike Tyson's Punch Out and stuff like this. This is just standard Punch Out. But yeah, that should be a little bit fun to play. Now I'm a huge Sean Connery fan. I can't do his. I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to try and do his impression. I just tried it and I failed. Hunt for Red October. Did I say October? October. Now, actually, that would actually be an interesting one. Maybe, you know, with all of this GDPR, all this, you know, data protection stuff, maybe there'll be an opt-out system, you know, and there'll be the hunt, you know, and Red October will be, you know, like you've got Black Friday, you know, and things like that. You know, maybe they'll do one that's called Red October, you know, and maybe, you know, whatever. Don't come to me for movie ideas. Shadow Warriors. There's my wife. She's at work today. But anyway. So here we go. So Shadow Warriors, got this on another system, coming soon. So that'll be an interesting one. We love our ninja games. They're usually pretty cool. And when I was looking this one up, I couldn't actually find it again. But the image that come up near it was Ninja Gaiden. It says not Ninja Gaiden, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's not. If you know different, please let me know. I'll leave that one. Dr. Mario, because most people have got it in their collection. I'm not going to bother buying it on everything else, but Dr. Mario, silly little kind of bubble pop game. Right, Adventures of Rad Gravity. Any Rad ones are pretty cool because there's a few different Rads, I think. But Rad Racer and all of that. So this is Rad Gravity, which is a space one. So that's pretty cool. And then speaking of space, Bucky O'Hare. So I was talking to Mark about this one. We love the artwork on this, you know, and it was the more expensive game out of this entire haul. But you know, as always, made him an offer he couldn't refuse. I said, well, I'm already buying that much at this much, and I'll buy all of those for that much. But if I can have that for this much, what do you think? Yeah, and he did it. So Mark, thank you very much. Always a gentleman. Shake that hand. Absolutely fantastic. And as always, John was a perfect host down there while we was waiting around and all of that. So, although next time I think we should put coffee on or something. Although I had a drink down there and they let me use their bin, so I really appreciate that. So, no, seriously, guys, you know, you guys are wonderful. You know, you always make me welcome and you always quote me happy. You know, I can't remember what company it was that was using that. Yes, wifey, I know you're there. I will. It's only been 2 minutes. I will contact you any second now. So yeah, it was all good. It was a good haul. I mean, like I say, there's about 30 odd games there, especially with all those Game Boy games as well. And one other game that I did get, actually, just stay right there. Not that you're going anywhere, but one other game I did get was Rampage for the Game Boy. This one unfortunately doesn't work. This is not reflecting on the guys down there. It might just need a clean. I don't know. But even when I typed this in on CLZ, it didn't seem to exist. You know, it appears to be an original cartridge, but I haven't opened it up yet. I'm going to get my iFixit kit and I'm going to have a look at that. And I'll probably do that shortly. I won't be doing a video on it. Well, unless I find something weird, then I might. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for joining me, Sprites, on this particularly big haul. Got another one coming out very, very soon where you get to find out what that little pile on the floor behind me is. And at some point, those boxes and some other stuff that is due to come in. Hopefully it's due to come in today. I've very much enjoyed going through those boxes. But no spoilers. So until next time, stay in the game.